Welcome to the video, Assigning a Primary Key. This is part of the series for the Access for Professionals videos at Olympic College. My name is Pam Billadu, and I will walk you through the concepts contained here. If you are unfamiliar with the concepts of tables, I recommend you watch the video entitled Components of a Table as part of this video series prior to watching this video, as topics covered will assume you have familiarity with the basics of tables. A primary key is a special field in the table that holds a unique value for every record in the table. A primary key is necessary so that any single record in the database can be isolated and picked out from all the other records. Tables need to have a primary key so that they can work with other tables and so that individual records can be identified. Here are some things to keep in mind when assigning a primary key. It will be small, such that it will not contain many characters. Primary key values will contain no spaces. It will never hold duplicate values, no matter how many new records are added over time. In other words, no two records in the database will ever hold the same value in the primary key field. There are two best practices for creating primary keys. Each one is acceptable and can be used in the tables. One is manually creating an ID field for the table, so each record in the table will have an ID field to be used as the primary key. These will be text fields, not numeric, even if the values are all numbers. The ID field is ideal for working with table relationships. It should be kept short for easy indexing. You'll see more on indexing later in this video. The other is creating an auto number field so that Access can assign a unique value to the primary key for each record. The auto number is a special data type you can assign. In Access, every number will be unique, so it works well as a primary key. As a rule, do not use names or social security numbers for primary keys. Manually entered IDs work well. You can read more about primary keys at http://databases.about.com/lr/primary_keys/29637/2. Primary keys normally are comprised of a single field that identifies the record. Sometimes it is appropriate to use multiple fields together as the primary key in a table. These are known as composite primary keys or compound primary keys. These types of primary keys refer to a particular data relationship known as many-to-many. We will look at those later on in this video series. Primary keys are indexed, which means they are sorted in alphanumeric order by the database management system, Access in this case, automatically. Primary keys are always indexed. The purpose for indexing is to speed up retrieval of data. Indexing in databases is similar in concept to the index in the back of a cookbook. The page for peach cobbler, for example, is listed in the index, so you can go directly to the recipe without having to flip through the entire chapter on desserts. Recall that records in a table are not stored in any particular order. New records are added to the bottom of the table. There is no order to the placement of records in the table, since each record can be retrieved independently from the other records in the table. In order for the database system to locate a particular record quickly, it can use the indexed primary key, since all primary key values in the table are unique for each record. Notice in this example that the records are in random order. It is not necessary to sort tables, since new records will change the order, and the primary key index is all you need to locate a record or set of records quickly and efficiently. An index is an automatic list produced by the database management system, which is sorted as data changes in the primary key field for the table. As new records are added or old records are removed, the index resorts and points to the correct records in the table. For example, a record may be the 14th record in the table, but its primary key value is 3rd in order when compared to the other primary key values in the table. In order to find this record without an index in place, the system would have to check the first 13 records until it arrived at the correct one. By using indexing, the system can quickly isolate the third value by comparing it to the values before and after it, and thereby isolating quickly the placement of the third value. This is done much the same way that you would look something up in a dictionary or phone book. The third value in the index points to the 14th record in the table, and the record is quickly and efficiently retrieved. Here are some rules and things to keep in mind when working with primary keys. Primary keys are unique fields in the table. Tables require primary keys so they can extract records and relate tables together. Keep primary keys short and use no spaces, names, or social security numbers. Primary keys are always indexed. Indexing keeps track of the primary key values separately in alphanumeric order so it can point to precisely where in the table that record exists. The system can search a single primary key index more quickly than it can search an entire table, so efficiency is gained. As tables hold hundreds and even thousands of records, finding one particular record in large tables is exponentially faster using an index. To continue your learning on designing databases, I recommend you watch the next video in the series, Normalization. Thank you for viewing this video.